Alright, so imagine this. You just had surgery, you wake up from the anesthesia, surgery went well, and the nurse comes in and hands you a pill bottle that says Vicodin on it. She specifically says take one pill every 6 hours. So you do that for about a week, and the pain still hasn't subsided. So you decide, I'll take 2 now. So you start taking 2. After about another week, week and a half, that doesn't work anymore. So you have to start taking 3 to get the feeling of the pain away. Eventually, you become hooked to that feeling. We've all heard about the recent deaths of Mac Miller or Lil Peep, or if you prefer some of the classics, maybe like Tom Petty. They all have one thing in common, and that's that they all overdosed on prescription opioids. My mother, having been a doctor in the inner city for a long time, I've sort of learned about how these things affect your body, and how often people are overdosing on these, and how quickly this epidemic is rising. In order to really understand how the opioid epidemic is affecting the United States, you must understand how addiction occurs, how prescription opioids are affecting people, and the ways in which social media are impacting or how prescription opioids are progressing the epidemic. Addiction comes in several ways. However, opioids are seeing a direct correlation. In 2017, the Alcohol and Drugs Administration conducted a survey, and their findings concluded that more than half the people abusing prescription painkillers or opioids were not getting them from medical licensed physicians, but instead they were getting them from friends or families for free. In 2018, the National Institute of Drug Abuse stated that the illicit manufacturing of fentanyl, which is a synthetic opioid, is also crucial in the exponential spike in opioid misuse. It should come as no surprise that frequent abuse of any drug has serious long and short-term effects on people, including an article written by the Haven House on opioid misuse that states that short-term misuse can result in less severe consequences such as vomiting, nausea, and liver damage. However, long-term effects such as permanent hormonal dysfunction and addiction to opium, which leads to heroin addiction, are much more prevalent issues. A study conducted by Patrick Mariano, a professor at New Mexico University, found that 80% of heroin users first used prescription opioids, which furthered their addiction to opium. Social media is also not doing a very good job of dimming down the issue. In fact, it's doing the complete opposite. Rap culture specifically is promoting the use of using these prescription opioids, which is leading to a very serious issue amongst teenagers where they see their favorite hip-hop stars rapping about taking these drugs, and it's causing a big cycle in which younger kids are becoming addicted more frequently. The opioid crisis has claimed hundreds of thousands of lives across the nation and will certainly claim more if significant measures are not taken. In order to remedy this tragedy, the public must be informed on how prescribed medications can turn into addiction by understanding the severity of the effects of opioid misuse on the body, and by cleaning up social media's image and promoting a better environment. With painkillers being able to be prescribed to anyone, the possibility of addiction can happen to anybody. Me, you, friends, family, anyone.